Expect the unexpected. She's a sweet widow from Nebraska. He's an old metalhead with metal in his head and covered in tattoos. Now that's a twist. All right, folks, thanks for joining us again. All right, the last show you guys saw was the eviction and the HOH competition. So we know that Bailey left and that Haley won the HOH. So after the show stopped, boom, this is what happened that you guys didn't see. And it started with your girl there, Kathy, your girl, Sam. She's still a little upset.
I'm a little embarrassed for Sam, and I'm disappointed. She needs to get a backbone.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think if I was in there, I would have to say Sappy Sam has got to go. Yeah. I don't care how much she cleans. She's just getting way too caught up in it and getting nutsy. She started to cry. She really wanted Bailey in there. And, of course, she voted for Bailey to stay, which means she voted Rockstar out, technically. So she was crying, and Rockstar came over and she was explaining, no, my vote wasn't against you. It was for her. And Rockstar was reassuring her, yeah, I get it. She said, if I could have voted, I'd have voted for myself too. I understand. But, Sam was still whining and crying, and I don't care about the money, and I don't even want to be here. And it was too much for me,
Well, I heard she was begging to get off the show. And production talked her into staying. And you know what? I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch somebody so miserable and they feel trapped in there. I just think it's kind of.
And the whole thing is she is one of the recruits. She wasn't, somebody that went to the casting call or filled out an application. No, they sought her out. So she's a recruit, which is another thing that pisses me off because there's lots and lots and lots of people that would love to be in there and love to play the game, but no, they don't pick them. They go recruit people that have no idea and don't want to be there. And that is the shitty thing about CBS and Big Brother.
Yeah, and it also seems odd to me when they pick people that a lot of them know each other and have met each other. I mean, it kind of tells me there's this circle of people that they pick from that are all in the same sort of. Well, they all want to be actors.
It's a bunch of people with headshots that have done auditions for different things, and that's how they recruit them. They're all wannabes, that half of them, they're like, oh, yeah, this is cool. I'm here, so I'm not going to go home right away. I'm going to spend a month here. And even Haley, I'm not going back to school right away because she's a student. I'm not going back to college right away. I'm going to stay here, and hey, if I can work, who needs school? And so they all have these big delusions of grandeur of being big, famous, whatever, actors, models, whatever. So that brings us up to after the ball fest with Miss I don't want to be here, I don't care, and blah, 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 blah. So the talk started about, okay, what do we want to do? Haley and Rockstar. And Rockstar said, well, if I would have won, this is what I would do. I would put up Angela and KC because those two have been running around here all hoity-toity and never been on the block, so they're skating through. And then what I would do is take one of them down and backdoor Tyler. Because if you put Tyler up, he's probably going to win the POV and take himself down, so we won't even give him a chance. That's what I would do. So ding, the light bulb went off in Haley's head, and she said, that's not a bad idea. Haley does have little noms. Haley does exactly that. She puts up Angela and our little peanut, KC, right. And they're on the block. But now it's time for the hacker competition. Oh, yeah, we got one more of them hacker things. And Haley knows all about that because she was a hacker last time. Remember the big house meeting and the blow up? Yeah, but now it's time to get a new hacker.
Yeah, and surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, really, Casey won the hacker
Ba-boom.
Competition.
There you go. Somebody who was nominated is the hacker. Now, from what I understand, it's some kind of match the picture thing. I guess they had a bunch of pictures labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever, however many there was. And they would show this big zoomed in close up, and you had to match whatever. And I guess the first three got a point. And then at the end of everything, whoever had the most points was the hacker, because they were running around talking about, oh, yeah, I picked that. They were sitting around talking about it afterwards. Yeah, I thought it was the floor here in the bedroom, and it turned out it was the wall in the HOH room. And so, they kept on saying stuff like that, which led me to believe it was some big zoomed in picture they had to match with the big picture. So that's how that all went down. But she did use it. She took herself off the block. And who? Who did she put up?
And it's Rockstar.
Yeah, so Rockstar, who had the great idea who to put up for noms, well, guess where she wound up? On the block. She was not too happy, but I will give it to her this time. And she went away, and she went off into the room for a little bit, and she was kind of huffing and puffing, a little bit mad, but she didn't break down and bawl like she did before. And everybody kind of started coming in and coming around her, and they started calling her Block Star. Like, yeah, put me up, whatever. I'm the easy choice, whatever. And so, she's taking it a little bit better. Of course, you get pissed off about it after a while, but yeah, she's like, yeah, that's it, Block Star. You might as well call me Block Star. So that's her new nickname for now.
That's great.
She's on the block.
I love that. She's kind of growing on me a little bit. I can't say she's my favorite player, but I have a little more respect for her because she's able to laugh at herself. I like when she would call herself mediocre. Thanks, America, for keeping me mediocre.
Yeah.
And I just think, you can't lose if you can laugh at yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with this. She's growing on me too. She is pretty fun. She's realizing how this game goes, and she's rolling with it. The whole plan is to for somebody to win this veto, take either themselves or have somebody take one of them down and put Tyler up and get him out of there. However, they can't do that.
Right. There's a twist. Tyler has a big old fluffy cloud to sit on.
Yes, he does. He can take himself right out and put himself in the cloud. Therefore, he's not even there to be an option for the back door. And nobody knows this, but, that's why he was running around all for the whole day, because Haley said she was like, after everything was said and done and she got her HOH room, she said the room will be open for one-on-ones until 10 o'clock. Then the door's shut. I'm having some quiet time, going to bed. And then we got to get up tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning because my nomination ceremony is at 10:30. So everybody was scrambling. And Tyler went up and went right to her and said, look, are you going to put me up? Or, I'm going to win the POV, so you might as well try to backdoor me. Well, if that's not a clue, hint, hint, wink, wink, I got a power that's going to let you not do it. But no, zing, right over her head. So she said, no, I'm not putting you up. He was like, good. Now I can go down and tell production I want to use my little cloud app when you try to backdoor me. So he's already got that in motion. So if they try to put him up, it ain't going to happen. So this is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. So I want to see who wins the POV. If it gets used and they try to use it and they can't on Tyler, what is she going to do then? This is going to be real fun to watch.
Yeah. How's that going to go? What do you think that scenario is going to look like?
I don't know. My guess is that Tyler, because he has to say he wants to use it before. So before nominations, he has to go in and say, look, I want to go in the cloud so I can be nominated. That's why he wanted to know if he was going to be nominated and was encouraging her to backdoor him so he could save it for before the POV was used. He can wait till after the POV ceremony. I mean, the POV
contest.
Competition. He can wait till after that. But before the POV ceremony, he has to tell them he wants to use it. So I guess if he wins it, he doesn't have to use it at all. But if he doesn't, he can go in and say, I want to use my power. And then when she says, all right, my replacement nominee is Tyler, and somebody's going to probably come over.
Yeah.
The house god, Big Brother's going to say, no, there is a power app enacted, and you cannot use Tyler. So that's going to hit, jaws are going to hit the floor, and she's going to be scrambling to pick somebody else. That's going to be funny.
I don't get, don't they remember that there's still, one out there, another advantage? I mean, it's like they pretend like it doesn't exist. I haven't even heard them suspecting who it is.
Well, they keep throwing two names up, and it is Scotty and JC.
Okay. Yeah.
They think that one of those two have it. And that's why they're JC, one of the reasons why JC isn't up there. And that's why I think one of the reasons that Haley took Scotty off, one, she said it would make it seem like it wasn't me when she put Tyler up when she was a hacker.
Yeah.
But it's because she thinks he had a power that would save him anyway. So yeah, it was a whole bunch but a lot of people think it's one of those two because they have went down and eliminated a whole bunch of people, and Tyler was one of the ones they eliminated. So they still think it's either JC or Scotty that have it.
Poor Scotty, such a scapegoat.
No matter what happens in that house, everybody goes, I bet it was Scotty.
Oh, Scotty.
And Fessy still, I don't know why they did it early on in the game. Remember, like week 3, they're going back to week 1. Who was the flip vote to get Steve out? Who cares? It was weeks ago. Fessy's doing it now. Who was the one who got why did Rachel go? And what? Who cares, man? That was that. You need to be worried about what's going on today and what's going to be going on next week, not what happened 2 weeks ago. Who cares? Move on, my friend, my big dopey friend.
Yeah, he is that for sure.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was been a quick little thing, but after this week, it's business as usual. All the powers, things are going to be gone. No more hacker crap, and people will be rolling into the jury. So I'm sure during the show we'll be seeing Bailey go in there into the house, and we'll see who joins her. But yeah, it's going to be back to normal, I guess. We got Sam, who's losing her mind. She's going, everybody going, who's making fun of me? Nobody. And then she'll run off to somebody else. Look me in the eye and tell me, who's making fun of me? Sam, nobody's making fun of you. And nobody is, but she's going from person to person to person, demanding that they tell her who's making fun of her. Like, nobody, dear. You need to get out of your head. She's losing it. She's losing it big time.
She went from being the caretaker, the mom, that everything's going to be okay, to this paranoid schizophrenic. I mean, it's like she flipped.
Yeah, I don't know what got in her head, man, but yeah. I really wanted Bailey to win. Who's making fun of me? I don't know, girl. You need to buck up or self-evict. You can go over and just walk out the door. That's how you do it. I've seen it done before.
Well, it's more respectable than sitting there whining. I would have more respect for her. And you know how I loved her. I absolutely loved her. But she's I'm embarrassed for her. And I think that there's a good chance that Sam will be down in the final 2, because whoever goes up against her, it's obvious she didn't play a very good game. She's the perfect person to sit next to in the finals. To
drag along. Yeah. Today is the veto competition. And then Sunday or Monday is the veto ceremony. So we will be back on Tuesday to let you know who won the veto, if it was used, how it was used, and all that good stuff. But before we get on out of here, you know how we do. We wrap it up in a nice little bow for you. So we know Haley, HOH, she put up Angela and KC. Hacker competition. KC won. She took herself off, put up Rockstar. The plan is to backdoor Tyler ain't going to happen because he got his cloud app. That's where we're at, folks. That is where we're at. So again, we'll tell you who won veto, if it got used, if they try to use it on Tyler and he says, ain't going to happen, and then what happens after that. So come back on Tuesday because we're going to fill you in on all the details.
Well, that's all we got today. We will be back with any more news. And this is BlindViews and Totally Kathy. We'll see you later.
What we do here is go back. Loud.